but maybe he's saying that it is forgotten about.
I mean, I think this kind of breaks down into this idea of like boredom.
Why?
Well, I mean, we used to watch movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like coming as a history buff, like we used to watch, they used to only be able to do like 10-15 minute long movies because like film reels and cameras, they weren't advanced
like the Charlie Chaplin stuff.
Then they started getting longer and longer, hour,
Mhm.
hour and a half, to it. Now we're like Lord of the Rings is
A 12 hours.
beastly long. Yeah, right? But then we saw something interesting in society, which is like a huge shift, especially in younger generations. Look at TikTok. How long are TikTok videos?
10 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, and granted, TikTok did open up a new feature where you can add a 10-minute video, and like they drive me up a wall, but that's besides the point.
There's also Vine.
There's also
which
Vine,
was the 6-second videos.
and YouTube Shorts, which, I mean,
Instagram Reels,
Snapchat, whatever things they're called. I don't.
Stories, I think.
Yeah, I'm not a social media person. Ironic, I handle our social media. But my point is like you see this weird shift from like like attention spans aren't inherently short, but because of the media because of technology, the media that we can produce is only so long.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start seeing it get longer and longer and longer and longer, and people are still more than interested to watch. And recently, like, society has been flipping, like shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see this even like when you watch TV shows, right?
Yeah.
When you sit down, or like if just a general populace, when they sit down and you're like, hey, do you want to watch a movie? They're like, a movie takes so long. Hey, do you want to watch like 10-minute segments of YouTube series, or like, 20 episode, like a whole season of like these 45-minute long episodes? And somebody's like, yeah. And then like 8 hours goes by.
Right.
So I think it's like people are like, society, and maybe this isn't just society, maybe this is just technological advancements that we as humans need to kind of learn to like use as more of a tool instead of a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's just making your attention spans shorter and shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
And my point where I'm going with this is, if your attention span's getting shorter and there's a difficult idea to grasp, are you going to want to listen to it? No. It needs to be changed, or it needs to be dismissed. One of those two things needs to happen. And if people who are seeking higher power see that opportunity, they're more likely to dismiss beneficial ideas and give quick, easy answers, right? I think we see a lot of
So
stuff.
you're talking
like that.
about acting for yourself in the short term, even if it's detrimental to the long term?
Yes. I mean, think about it. Like, we have like constitutional rights. Think of like the Second Amendment. It is easier to say, because there's people in our country that are dying, which is not okay, we should get rid of the Second Amendment altogether. That is an easy short-term solution. I don't need to think about it. Okay, if there's no guns, then nobody can have a gun, so nobody dies. Period. Done. We're done. But it ignores
like the nuances of the issue.
Yeah, it ignores the nuances of the issues, and you're taking a short-term idea. You're taking this quick and easy. Oh, easy, boom, done. And the idea is over. It's gone. It's been removed, rather than going, okay, well, how do we overcome this obstacle? How do we overcome this situation? It's a much more difficult thing to do. It's a longer process. It's the same idea. It's just harder to do when you don't want to. It's an inactive society.
Yeah.